Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. Let's play a run. I've been delaying too long here. You know, I'm gonna jump up to defect 10. Did we win the Ironclad and Silent defect runs? I can't remember. I think we won Ironclad and defect on 10, Watcher on 5, and defect, I think we made it to the Heart on 5, but then we were like 9 HP away from actually winning. But we're just gonna jump it up to level 10. These are the warm-up runs before we try to like get higher into the Ascension level anyway, so you know, we can safely play at like Ascension 5, 10, and then, you know, maybe start going up a little bit from there. You never know. Let's do it. Curse for a rare colorless card. You know what I like to see here? Apotheosis. Then you get like a secret technique and you can draw it whenever you want. We could swap our relics. I don't think we want to do that. Oh, right, we got the Ascender's Bane in our deck. We'll see. Oh, Hand of Greed. That's a good card to get. I'll take it. I've been thinking a little bit about the different defect archetypes. There's a few that I would like to actually upgrade before we hit the elite, so I kind of want to go up this path here. There's a couple of different, you know, defect archetypes. You've got the orb focus archetype, which I think I tried to do last time, but I didn't really have the focus to make it work. There's the low cost archetype. I want to try to get Hand of Greed to work here, where you go for low cost cards, all for one, lots of like, you know, holograms and maybe even some turbos to get some stuff done. I'm gonna go for one AoE card to deal with like gremlins. Seems okay. And then there's another kind of archetype for the defect. There is a power build, which I haven't really done lately, and I don't really like it because I feel like when you go and you fight the what is the jerk awakened one, who the anti-power boss, he's very annoying to deal with. I will take, they're both so good. The last run, I was trying to do an orb build. We had lots of capacity, we had lots of frost, some lightning. We just didn't have any card that gained focus. Well, there's your focus, defrag. But genetic algorithm is amazing, especially early. I had a run at one point in the past, I forget what Ascension level it was, where these were being able to be used multiple times because of Strange Spoon, and they were giving 100 block for 1 energy. These are two very good choices. I think I'm gonna take genetic early though, because if we get a defrag later, it's worth the same, you know? I'm gonna take this. I don't appreciate this. Although, well, for boss fights, it is nice, but you don't get this for the heart fight, which is kind of annoying. Remove, transform, or upgrade. Honestly, we know we're gonna want to remove normality, so let's just get rid of it now, and we'll probably upgrade the Hand of Greed at the next camp. This is a perfect Hand of Greed fight for us. Well, if we can't get it, we'll take 2 damage. Anyways. Yeah, so there's a few different archetypes, but I was thinking about it the other day. There's one card that I feel like I don't use that often that I want to try. I don't know if this is going to be the build for it, but it's the reprogram that used to give you like scrying in your draw pile, and then it changed to give you strength and dexterity at the cost of focus. Hey, Game Watcher Libre, thank you very much for the resub for 33 months. Echo form, let's go. If only. We're gonna wait until we can get like a genetic or a Hand of Greed here. But yeah, reprogram is always an interesting card because if you use it, you pretty much end up having a bit of a worthless amount of focus because you're gonna be constantly using the card over and over again, ideally. But it is interesting nonetheless. I'm gonna use my attack potion here. I was kind of hoping for a beam cell to be able to, although 2 lock-on, it would only make the orbs do 4 damage, but beam cell into a Hand of Greed is pretty good. We have a steam barrier backing us up. I think we will play the zap for the passive damage. 9 damage per turn means that we can kill him, you know, in a couple of turns pretty easily, and all we gotta do now is like block. All right, we're gonna take another 12, unfortunately, but that's okay. And then I think we're just gonna wait for Hand of Greed. He's already dead next turn to the lightning, so if we get a Hand of Greed, perfect. In theory, we can get a decent amount of money out of this. Maybe not a lot of money, but a decent amount of money. Rip and Tear, actually a pretty high damage card. You just can't control it. What boss are we fighting? Well, hitting twice, it doesn't matter on this guy. Oh, God. Oh God, I was drinking water and I think it went down the wrong tube. Nearly choked to death. I think I will take a Rip and Tear though. High damage cards, I'm a big fan of, and we're just gonna heal, which is fantastic because it means that we can, if we find the opportunity, upgrade some cards. Petrushka, it's a good relic, it's just not good now, but I'll still accept it. I'll still take it. There's your 11 blocks, sir. Now, if we draw Hand of Greed, can we even get it to work? Not really, but that's fine. We can definitely get it to work next turn, so I'm just gonna take no damage. 6 and then 25. It's just kind of, yeah, beams. Yeah, we're doing physical damage. A beam cell is pretty appropriate. Reboot is nice, but 1 beam cell, maybe we can get it upgraded, or maybe we can draw it on the right turn. Does seem pretty good. And I will go for another elite because we got that heal earlier. This is a very interesting combat. This could, in theory, be a, like, multiple Hand of Greed fight, but unfortunately it's gonna be a while to draw, and then we're always gonna have the possibility of taking damage on this fight. What's a little weird, you know what, there's a chance. So close. What was I gonna say? I don't know, I don't freaking remember. Like, I don't remember what, I was gonna say, I remember now, that we haven't had the opportunity to take any frost, so there's no way that we can reduce passively the damage we're taking over time, which is kind of disappointing, but that's okay. There's a chance I can kill you next turn. That makes it so that Hand of Greed is able to ice ya. And I don't think I'm gonna try to stall for the Hand of Greed. Ah, 50-50. But if we get the Hand of Greed, I'll definitely play it on these sentries, but we didn't get it. Instead, we were lucky enough to draw it into the genetic algorithm, which I kept in the deck so that I could draw it as a good block. 37 damage, that's pretty good. You know what's also pretty good? 9 block, it's pretty good. I wish I could keep you alive, but you're too dangerous. Well, if we go Lightning and Frost, Loop is pretty good. We're not really going into anything right now. We just have a couple of raw physical damage cards and then a genetic algorithm and a steam barrier. It makes me think that like a beam cell is the right call here, but I actually don't know what the right call is. I think that's just a skip until we find something that's a little bit more, I don't know. I guess until we find something that's a little bit more, like, specific as to what it's doing in the deck. Am I okay taking 4 damage? I'm pretty okay taking 4 damage. Da, 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 da. Well, we can kill you, And we're gonna kill you. And we're gonna kill your friend, too. And your little dog, too! Also, you were dead anyways to the lightning, so there's no reason not to just kill you. Now, you know, Scrape, that's a good way of getting to, like, Beam Cell, Dual Cast, Zap, Steam Barrier. It's a very good low-cost enabler card, but if you have anything that's high cost that you want to play, you're gonna be discarding it with Scrape, so you gotta be aware that that is something that can happen. Tempest, 8 damage per energy is, like, pretty low. Scrape is nice. I don't know if it's worth adding to the deck, but 10 damage, 5 cards to draw stuff that costs 0. For free cards, it's not that bad. I'll add it. Not the biggest fan of it, but I don't know. It feels like, what else am I gonna do with that card? Well, time to discard your heavy hitters. Ooh, we did discard it. It kind of vanished very quickly as it flew by. So it'll take you down to 44, and then you'll take 6 damage. You'll be at 38. You split at 36. So that's where we want to hit you. Scrape bad? Scrape's not bad if you kind of know what you're doing with it. Scrape's not bad if you're going low cost, and honestly, Scrape is not the worst card for even if you're just trying to do something like draw into a turbo. You know, what if you have a Echo Form in hand and you need the energy to play it? Well, play a Scrape, see what you get out of it. If you get a Echo Form, sorry, if you get a turbo, you can play it. You know, if you get a Beam Cell, a Go for the Eyes, stuff like that, you can play them. Let's get that genetic algorithm permanently upgraded. It's such a good card. For you, I honestly don't even think we need to use any of our potions. We're gonna be able to easily, I mean, you're flipping now, so let's do that. We do have a Glacier in the deck, which adds the passive block, and with the, with the genetic algorithm backing us up with the Rip and Tear and everything, I think we'll be okay. What do we do here? I kind of want to bring back another Zap and take a slight amount of damage. Hologram needs to be upgraded at some point, but I'm not really worried about Hologram. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, maybe I'll get something for 0. Hey, you know what? I got a block. We also did lose our heavy hitting card, but we have other heavy hitting cards like Rip and Tear. Just gonna do 7 twice, then you hit him with a strike. I like being able to save that genetic, but we'll play it when he gets down to like 50 HP just to play it. Or on a turn like this, because we frickin' need to. Bum, 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 bum. Well, we only have 1 defend and a dual cast, so we know exactly what we're gonna be playing. Only taking 3 damage is not that bad. I will definitely survive with that. Sweeping Beam could draw a defend or a Glacier. We actually want attacks. Next turn, we're gonna have to hit him hard, so I actually do want to discard the defend and the Glacier. And it also discarded another defend and itself, so that seems good. Yeah. We should draw a very offensive turn next turn, and we only need to do 19 damage. Very good, very good. 36. We gotta hit you for... Ooh, can I get Hand of Greed? I can't. If I use a potion, I can gain gold off of him. 27. Sorry, 25 and 7. 32 damage. You know, screw you, bud. Give me my money. What do we get? Electro, Seek, or Buffer. There is no contest what you take here. Runic Pyramid, Frozen Core, or Tiny House. I think there's also no contest what you pick here. You absolutely pick you absolutely take Runic Pyramid. It allows you to hold on to Genetic Algorithm until you need block. It allows you to hold on to Beam Cell to play the Hand of Greed. It allows you to scrape to draw free stuff in your deck. You can hold on to Glacier for big block turns. Steam Barrier is free. We want to remove all of our strikes and defends, but out of all this, yeah, we could get Frost, but Runic Pyramid is such a good relic. You stole his lunch money. I did steal his pocket change. Big O the Slayer, welcome to the stream. I got into this a couple of days ago, already getting into watching people while I'm working. Appreciate the explanations as you play. I like this game. Spire is a wonderful, wonderful time. I think with the Entropic Brew, we can fight some elites. So I'm gonna try to fight this elite up here. We'll also go to the shop and get some items. Now, this is like, admittedly, a horrible turn. Like, truly horrendous. In fact, you shouldn't even play Beam Cell. You can hold on to it for a bigger turn. You should just block, and then maybe just dual cast. That's a pretty nasty turn though. I like this turn. Electro, Steam Barrier, Hologram, Steam Barrier. We're still taking damage, but much less. There we go, finally. We do need, this does 37, so it can kill you in one hit, and then we can have the Genetic Algorithm to give us 18 block, which is perfect. Very much, we need big blocks, and I cannot lie, but I don't know where we're gonna be getting those big blocks from. Okay, we gotta hit you, so Rip and Tear. This is better than a strike. This draws. Our hand is also filled with garbage strikes and defends. That's one problem with Runic Pyramid as the defect. You do want to get rid of these cards, but a lot of the defect cards are actually a little bit on the expensive side. But here's how you deal with that. Turbo. You add in, or recycle. You add in every single turbo or recycle, and then you can actually start getting rid of the garbage in your hand and getting other cards. So I actually think that recycle might not be that bad here. Upgraded, it's free, so you can just use it to get extra energy. Ball Lightning, though, is a very good way of getting blocked, but I think because we're gonna need energy, because this can get rid of curses and wounds, recycle is a very nice card to have. Hate this, but I really don't want to take Decay. Decay will discard. Curses that have an end of turn effect discard, but I mean, we're going to the store. We could just dump it. All right, you know, I'll take it to dump it. We'll purge it at the store, but I really hate that turn. Also, kind of hate this turn. I think I'm actually just gonna slow play it slightly, take 1 damage. I know we need to get Electro out there. This is not really an Electro fight. This is more of a, hey, I just need to be able to play my blocks fight, and we finally got some blocks out there. Can still hit you once, huh? You know what we need? Recycle free would be drawn rather by the scrape. So that's something that we're gonna have to keep our eye on. So we currently have 4 block, 2 defense gets us there. Dump a strike from my hand. We're stalled out a little bit. Just trying to think how we get out of this. I don't even have the block for the turn, but let's start with a sweeping beam. We drew a block, okay. Well, now we're taking no damage, but we're not dealing any damage either, which is the big problem here. We have a genetic. I'm waiting. I was gonna say, I'm waiting for him to do a big turn, because then we can genetic to take no damage, then start smacking. 10 damage twice will only knock down his plated armor once. Hand of Greed does some serious damage, but so does Electro. We don't need the block though. I should remember that Electro does give us 5 block because one of the frosts will be evoked. And I think we actually do need to do that now. In fact, Electro Zap Steam Barrier means that we take 1 damage. And we should be close to drawing another Glacier. And Recycle's in the bottom, but that's okay. So that's 9 block. So there's another 12. Taking very little damage because we have cards in hand to play, but it is still a slow process. Recycle frees card space in hand. Scrape. Not really gonna draw too much. Can we go for the kill on this turn? No. Give me the scrape. You know, it drew a block. We're taking no damage yet again. You know what? I am gonna use this turn to purge his protections a little bit, because at 25 HP, guess what? Get 25 gold. So that's a bit of a slow fight. That's one of those fights that's just gonna take a long time to do anything. Not a big fan. White noise. The problem is if this gives you, what is it, Hello World? Hello World adding a random card to your hand every turn means your hand is gonna fill up. But I've realized, actually, Hello World is not that bad for the defect. I used to think that the cards that it adds are garbage, but it does add 2 very important cards to your hand randomly. Hologram and Turbo. Those are both common cards, and as a result, you can have the Hello World power give you energy, or de facto energy, or pseudo de facto energy. So that's actually kind of a nice use case for white noise. We'll take Chill. We need more free cards because it's hard to play what we need to play on the turns we need to play it. But I do like this. I like Souvenir, Bird-Faced Urn. Mayhem, not quite. We do need to get rid of the Curse. We have a lot of money, so we can definitely buy whatever the heck we want here. Artifact is super nice. Power Healing, super nice. Self-Repair, super good. Another Steam Barrier, absolutely. We spend all of our money, but that's what the Hand of Greed was for. You're doing nothing on this turn. To me, that feels like a, oh my god, you're gonna be miserable in the future, aren't you? You know, I kind of feel like taking an Artifact Potion. The problem is, you're just absurd. I'm gonna drink an Artifact Potion. I hate this guy. This guy's a pain in the butt. This is probably actually a Glacier hologram Glacier situation, or we could genetic. What are we gonna play off of genetic? I don't know. 7, 8, it's 11 block. We can get 16 block, take 8. I kind of don't want to play genetic because if we play it now, what are we going to play next turn? Glacier hologram. You know, it's the same damn thing. Although we'll actually probably draw Steam Barriers, Chills. So you know, I will play a genetic. Hopefully next turn we draw a better, or the freer blocks, let's say. So now we can recycle a strike. We didn't get what we want. However, we got a chill. That's pretty good, right? Yeah, everyone likes to be chilled. Okay, maybe took a little bit of damage there. We also have a little bit of healing from powers, so let's get those out there. Only need to hit you for 15. Bum 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 bum. Is Frail first or last? I don't know the order. Did it go Frail weakened here? So the Frail was blocked first and then my Artifact Potion blocked the weakening? I don't know. Well, I do like, what am I doing? We're weak. I can kill you in one hit. All right, I'm overthinking it. That was not a bad fight, especially considering we healed. I like a reinforced body. It's a good energy dump. We have to fight an elite. Let's see how this goes. I think we will draw. I think I will brew. Gain an artifact. You applied 2 debuffs, you have to go. But we do have a beam cell for that purpose, hopefully. You have to go. Yeah, and then play 6 block. Hopefully you try to do a summon next turn. I actually don't know if we are well suited at all for dealing with the gremlin until we get Electro. As is, it's gonna be a little tough. Chill. And then I think we just 5, 6, 7, 8 block versus 7. Give me the 7. Keep the hologram so I can maybe bring back a better card. That definitely sucked though. Fully admit to that one. Keep dumping strikes, they suck. I kind of don't want to scrape because I really need to draw these 3 cards. Well, these 4 cards, 5 cards I should say. So let us do a zap. And hit you. Now you're gonna summon, so that gives us a turn to use self-repair. I think we just spend some defense. I'm gonna keep the Steam Barrier in my hand though. Can only draw 3 cards. Are you kidding me? Well, you know what? This still gets a kill on the gremlin. It's a roundabout way of doing it, but there you go. This gremlin's gonna live for a turn. He's not attacking though. If the gremlin leader is attacking, that's what genetic algorithm's for. That's why we have it in the deck. Though I will say, our deck is getting mighty thick, you know? In fact, I don't even want to play dual cast because dual cast hologram dual cast gets kills on these enemies on future turns. So weirdly enough, this is a like dump your defend turn. There you go. That's like horrible. We're not taking much damage, but we're also not doing much, and there's his big turn, so now I gotta think about this. Dual cast, hologram, dual cast does get the kills, but then we're taking 18 times 3 damage, so we do need to do like a you know, I can leave these guys alive for a turn. Give me a Steam Barrier. Give me a genetic. If I recycle Hand of Greed, I can Glacier, Hologram, and then bring back another Steam Barrier for 5 more block. How much damage are you doing? 54? Hate to do it, but we have lightning out there, so we don't necessarily need all the block in the world, but I think we're only taking 2? We do need more more zaps, so let's make sure we get those out there. We'll start with the dual cast. Beam Cell, Rip and Tear, Zap. I mean, I think we get him. I think we get him. 6, 7, 6. You know what? Let's make sure we get him. Just don't play the wrong card. Regal Pillow, very nice. I think it's clear we need some more damage output, maybe like 1 ball lightning. I think we will, because we have Regal Pillow, this is a good opportunity to come here, rest, fight another elite, and hope it's not horrible, and I don't think it is horrible. It's not a great turn, but it's not horrible. And we have Fairy in a Bottle. Don't forget about Fairy in a Bottle, baby. Feels like a bit of a slow draw turn though. God, you hit for 14, 13, and you guys hit for like 35 damage. That's stupid. You guys are stupid. Also, this turn actually blows. Do you see this? I do not want to be weak. We're gonna, actually, that'll block, the first one will block the weakness, the second one blocks vulnerability, which is okay. And that's enough block. Because they're doing their debuffs, their attack value is slightly lower. Their attack value is going to go up on the next turn. So now we got 13 here. But again, that's what genetic algorithm's for. Do we even need it? Electro gives us 10 block. Then we can get another 15. I think this is a genetic. You know, get the lightning out there. Beam Cell, Hand of Greed is a kill next turn. We are going to become frail, though, but we can kill this slaver on the right on the next turn. So before he webs us, or before he does 21 damage. So let's make sure you die. Then we steam barrier, hologram, steam barrier. Okay. This is not going too badly. You know, we're living. It's a bit of a slog, but we're living. We're getting there. You know what? This is a kill. And if we can, well, we're not going to be able to slow play it. Let's be honest. Like, literally, there's no way to draw another Hand of Greed, and that's fine. Peace Pipe is not what I was looking for, though. Peace Pipe is just way too slow. Now, a free white noise is certainly tempting. I think I can add a free one that's pre-upgraded. Anchor Data Disc is very good. Beats the hell out of Peace Pipe, let me tell you. We don't have enough money for a shop. We'll probably dodge this elite because I don't want to go to that shop. I'll pay for a relic. Dead Branch. Now this is scary because our hand is going to get full of cards that we might not want to play, but we only have 3 cards that exhaust and 1 card that exhausts other cards, so it's not going to be so bad. Unless this guy adds a bunch of stuff to our hand, which could be a little silly. In fact, I actually think that maybe... No, I don't think we need the strength potion. I think that's overkill. So we have Artifact. We're actually not going to be hit by his debuff. I completely forgot about that. Let's give me a chill. Into a storm? You know, that's actually not that bad. I'll take it. Self-repair. Defend. We did not need to play the defend. I forgot, you know what? I forgot that we had the focus. That's what happened. This is, like, actually very good. Heat Sinks gives us block and lightning. This gives us block and 3 lightning, which will evoke a whole bunch. And we got card draw from those. We're not taking any damage. We do have a Core Surge. I would love to kill the cultist on the next turn with like a Hand of Greed. Could I kill you on this turn? No. So you know what? Let me just do it like this. I'll get them both low. The cultist is actually dead to lightning, which means that the Chosen is also dead. I just need to not kill them, discard cards, and see if we can draw our garbage. Not quite. There it is. Let's see what we get out of Recycle. Seek. We've done it. Let's go. That's why sometimes you just check, you know, you just check, you see what you get. Chill is interesting. I think it's a little bit too weak. Honestly, another beam cell would kind of hit the spot right about now. Do we want to fight another elite? I mean, we're not going to have any money for the shop. If it's the Book of Stabbing, we're not very good against the Book of Stabbing. I'm going to pass. Just give me the 100 gold. I don't want to curse in the deck. Now, we could remove cards. We do need to remove strikes, but we also do need to upgrade cards. I think upgrading Recycle is going to be a very big one, because now I'm more inclined to play the Scrape if we can draw that card to play other cards in our hand. Thanks, Dead Branch. That was a very good thanks, Dead Branch moment. Okay, 18 damage. I will take 2. Which is 0 if you technically consider that, but yeah, we'll just make sure the bird dies. And again, the artifact will protect us from the Chosen. It is kind of just like his counter, which is beautiful. We have more beam cells in the deck. I don't mind playing this one we got for free. Give me a Ball Lightning. Give me a Self-Repair. Give me a... I'll play the Strike because you're vulnerable. The Zap is worth the same next turn as it is this turn. Rainbow is probably going to kill you. And now we're just going to try to block. 9 damage. If we exhaust all 3 of these, he's not gonna die? Like, how do I get rid of cards in my hand? I don't know how. Just give me Hand of Greed. You know what? You gave me Genetic Algorithm. And actually, you're not even dying on this turn, so... Oh, you're dying, never mind. Let's see what we get. Echo Form? Sure, give me an Echo Form. I forgot we had Storm. Go for the Ice, Charge Battery, Compile Driver. Gotta admit, Charge Battery is a very good card. We need energy to play cards. Weakness is also pretty tempting, but I think the energy is more valuable. A reusable hologram is nice. Electrodynamics having an extra hit is pretty good. Self-repair is pretty good. Charge Battery, just because it's a very good block and we can hologram it back in theory. Or we could just remove cards. I mean, we have Recycle that's free now. We can remove cards. It's not that bad. I think I'll just, I'll upgrade Hologram. Makes it a lot better. Can keep bringing back the free defends that we have. Now this is pretty much trash. This might be, for this fight, it might be the worst opening hand. But next turn, oh, baby, we're gonna have such a good hand. Like, I could recycle something, but it's free, so. It's weird, but like, I can't roll over energy, so I guess we just end turn. What a great fight. Ah, there we go, more stuff. This is also not the best hand. We've drawn like all of our defensive cards and none of our setup cards. 437 strike. A beam cell strike Hand of Greed gets a kill. We can recycle a defend to get 1 energy, which means we can Steam Barrier, Hologram, Steam Barrier. And we also have an energy potion, which we can use to play a couple of defense. This does seem like an okay turn for just killing 1 unit. I will also say, though, that it could be a good turn for recycling Hand of Greed. Recycle Reinforced Body gives 3 energy, says Ogrim. Well, now I gotta look it up because you mentioned it. Recycle Slay the Spire X card. Recycle. Exhausting a card that costs X will double your energy. Yo, okay. I don't want to do that, but yo, okay. If anything, it just means I should add more of these to the deck. But I'm actually thinking of recycling Hand of Greed. Then we can just play like a Reinforced Body block, and then maybe get to a position where we can get more cards on the future turn because we have a full hand. But we also have Energy Potion, Strength Potion. In fact, give me the Strength Potion. Nah, we can do this without the Strength Potion. We're gonna need energy though. Anyways, what's going on this turn? 35 damage incoming. What do we play? If we play this for 5, we're good. So, but then we're not playing anything else and we're not drawing any cards, which is a big problem. You know what? Give me the, I think I'm wrong. I can't believe that it almost kills you, but doesn't. I think I'm wrong. I think we do it like this. Fusion. That's an interesting one. I think we take the fusion. I think that was a good get off of the exhaustion there. And this is what we wanted. We wanted Electro. But now we're getting extra energy every turn, which is pretty good. Although on this turn, what we can do is evoke the energy and then block. We're taking 7. That's not that bad. It's not that bad. You're gonna debuff me this turn, which means you have to die, which means that a Glacier is an okay play. What's also an okay play is actually like a strike, self-repair, beam cell, rip and tear to get our hand free. strike, self-repair, beam cell, rip and tear. Maybe we'll save these like block and frost enablers, although damn it, I hate that it protects you from weakness, and not from vulnerability or frailty. Fantastic, thank you. Give me genetic. Give me white noise. 2 loops, huh? Give me a loop. Give me a charge battery. Give me a zap. What's in our draw pile? Chill, sweeping beam, strike, and dual cast. We can scrape through that if we want to next turn. Mine hand is full. You know what? Maybe I'm not even going to scrape past it, because that's pretty good. You know, let's play the chill now. A Sunder. Not bad for the torch heads if he spawns more of them. Okay, Glacier. Well, I mean, this is just Glacier defend, and you take as little damage as possible, which means we take 20. There is a reprogram if we want strength and dex. The problem is, it's freaking slow, and it takes our focus, but is also not that bad. I think what we want, though, is a fusion. Do we want to reprogram? We don't really have a lot of, like, lightning enablers, and the frost is, you know, pretty minimal damage output. You might be inclined to just take the reprogram? Did we have an artifact? No, we didn't. Oh, but you know what? Artifact would protect you from the effect of that card. I didn't even think about that. Also, wait, does that cost 1 energy to play? It does? I think that's probably the, probably means it might be unplayable just because it is so expensive to play. Anyways, we gotta worry about you. So, dump cards from my hand. Draw more blocks. We didn't draw anything, so give me a Ball Lightning is block. Hello, welcome the Epic Man, Stefanik Storf, and Red Bearskin to the stream. Welcome. I think I know what I'm gonna do on this turn. Probably get rid of the Sunder. 29. Glacier. Hologram. We don't need to bring back a Glacier. I think I'd actually like, yeah, I'd like to bring back a Beam Cell. We have so many attacks in hand. We just got to get through them, and we're taking no damage. I'm gonna hold on a Hand of Greed to maybe try to kill him. We have more Beam Cells coming up. That's not that bad. Mighty Owen says, no high for me, huh, Abe? I see how it is. You're here all the time. We should play the Hand of Greed. We can, you know what? We can hologram it back. As soon as we draw hologram. I don't think we can kill you with these. They'll do like 12, 24, 48 damage. Not quite enough to kill you, although we could probably kill you with the scrape. Honestly, I kind of feel like stalling a little bit. Multicast gives me 20 block. We'll live. We take 1 damage. Please draw me my hologram, which should be coming up soon. Just give me Rip and Tear. Glacier. Should probably play Reinforced Body. Ah, there's more enemies. Okay, I see the problem, but we did get the hologram. Hologram, Hand of Greed. All right. Greedy! Well, this deck is kind of funky. All for One seems pretty good here, as does Buffer, but to bring back all of the free cards, Steam Barrier, Beam Cell, Recycle. I'm really hoping for an energy relic here. I think it can work, especially if we find a turbo. And then Velvet Choker, Slaver's Collar, or Calling Bell. This is a tough one. If we can make it to bosses and elites, the Slaver's Caller is probably what we want. Velvet Choker, though, are we playing more than 6 cards per turn? Not frequently. We could probably make it work, but sometimes we do play zero-cost cards like Steam Barrier, Hologram, Steam Barrier. So I think maybe we want Slaver's Caller. I definitely don't want Calling Bell for 3 random pieces of garbage. Yeah, I think we want Slaver's Caller. We'll only get the energy on certain fights, but we get extra energy. We need energy. 3 energy is not enough. We have too many cards in our hand half the time. We got to get rid of them. So that's why we're doing this. Now we have to fight this elite, which means we have to go this path. It's a pretty easy path. We'll hit up this shop, see if there's anything in there that we want. I'm happy with this. And I think I'm honestly happy with the Electro. Yeah, we don't get anything out of the Hologram. Well, why not play the Defend? For some reason I was like, Hologram is the best choice there. No, it's not, it's not. Well, let's, at least we have self-repair. Let's see what we get out of it. Maybe we'll get some free blocks. We don't, but we do get a free reroll of 1 card. And All for One can get us back that recycle. And Steam barriers if we get them. So give me the Steam Barrier, give me the... Can I kill you? 18 plus 14. It's 22. Plus 8, that's 30, plus a strike kills you. Oh, I'd really like to do it with the self-repair out, though. All for One can bring back a recycle, which will get 10 damage, and also a recycle, and also a claw, and also a Steam Barrier. Okay, I think what we do is we... All for One. Then we can claw. Just play that to play it. Dump a strike. It's not what we wanted. But now we can do 18 damage and then the lightning will kill you. I don't, maybe I like did the math wrong on that or something. It feels like I did the math wrong on that, but at least we're getting the heal out of it. Go for the eyes, Steam Barrier, Streamline. Steam Barrier is good. I think we need to go for the eyes at this point though. Protective weakness. Even non-upgraded. Ice Cream and Turbo. That's what we want. Click, click. Now we can hold energy turn after turn, and then Turbo we can just play it to play it. Now Pain blows. It'll be stuck in your hand forever. So I think we're gonna instead forge to upgrade 1 card. It's tempting to take the Pain because it'll just, you know, upgrade cards in hand over and over again, but you can't take it. You can't. It's too much. It's too much. Peace Pipe? God damn it, you're right, I do have Peace Pipe. All right, you know what? Sometimes, you know, I didn't think about it. I always underrate Peace Pipe. It would have been a good opportunity to take it. I will fully admit to that. It happens. Whatever. That was kind of nice. I would like... What's that? We're gonna kill these enemies pretty much at the same moment. So you know what? Let me just smack one of them. Abe never remembers. I never remember Peace Pipe because I don't use it that often. This is like one of the perfect situations for it though, admittedly. To be able to, yeah, to be able to get rid of a curse that you don't want or something. Now, Echo Form is a very good card. Can we block enough? 12. I don't think we can block enough, but we can All for One to bring back Steam Barriers, Recycle, Turbos. Yeah, okay, this is what you're looking for. Give me like a Charge Battery, All for One, Recycle, get rid of the Doom and Gloom, get a Defrag. I'm kind of trying to stall for, you know, Hand of Greed and whatnot. It's a little hard, but kind of working. I gotta take a drink. Excuse me. Strike. Honestly, we should pretty much dump defends. Just make sure we have, you know, space in hand for that, ooh, that money card. Money card! Although we can't play it first. You need to play like a rip and tear first. Or white noise for healing, but we don't need that for healing. There you go. Sunder, Chill, Compile, Driver. Sunder's pretty good, but I think another Chill is perfectly okay. It's an exhaust card. It's free. It'll get rid of itself. We'll get a new card to replace it. It's creative AI. It's a pretty good card. We're currently taking no damage, so this might be a do nothing sort of turn. Can play creative at least. It does cost us 3 energy in the future, but we do get free powers out of it. Well, it's not really free. We gotta pay for them, don't we? You have 49, 51, 47. If we're gonna kill anyone, it's gonna be you. 37. Such a barely kill, but definitely worth it. And then I think we'll play our hologram for another go for the eyes on you. We're gonna take, what is it, 13 damage? But we have a self-repair in the deck, and whenever we play these powers, we heal anyway. So play loop. Give me a strike. I kind of don't want to play the Hello World. I don't want to fill up my deck. Bias Cognition. Bias Cognition, I think, is what we play here. Oh, right! We need to add one of those to the deck straight up. We didn't hit the debuff from it. Okay. I see. Dump it. We're also doing no damage, but we're also taking no damage, so I'm okay with this kind of going for a little while. Another genetic, beautiful. Sweeping beam, beautiful. Hey, we got lightning, okay. I'm realizing we're a little slow on the damage output. 4 energy is gonna help, but we are a little slow on dealing damage, clearly. Genetic algorithm. I'll play it. And then I will also play a loop, and I will also scrape, chill, FTL. I mean, we put up 97 block. That's pretty damn good. Did we get Electro? We haven't played Electro yet. We are not very deep into our draw pile. You're doing 27, 7. Well, that'll get us there. You're also the only enemy alive, and now you're dead. Blizzard. You know, some sort of progressive damage output is nice, but we only summon like 4 lightning in our deck. I don't think we need these. Although it is 3 damage per, but I don't think we need it. We just want lightning generation pretty much. So we could toke to remove a card, which I completely forgot about. Or we could upgrade. What do we want to upgrade? Probably not much. Turbo is a nice upgrade because the energy is permanent. And I think I'm gonna do that. I know we do need to get the, oh Lord. We do need to get the key piece, but we can get that later. I'd rather have as many advantages as early as possible. An early Electro, that's pretty damn good. An early Loop is also very good. Right? Was gonna try to attack, forgot about it. Barely taking 0. What I need here is just buffers. Give me a whole bunch of buffers, please. I'm gonna play these. Probably didn't need to play both of them. I did need to play both of them. Just waiting on better cards. Just better cards. There's one. There's one. FTL, we'll just hold on to it and play it next turn. So you're gonna take another 12 from 18, but you're weak. So really you're doing like 24 damage, so you need to get hit for another 12. 2 strikes will do it. FTL can be played first. Although we could hologram back a beam cell to make this turn a lot better. You know, I hate to say, I actually kind of like that idea. Bring back a beam cell. FTL can still be played. And then you've got this sweet hand of greed, or you could do a charge battery for better energy next turn. Let's do that, since it's the last turn. We'll take 6 damage, but we're healing anyways, and we've got the powers coming out. Yeah, good, okay. Lots of strikes and defense in the deck. Yeah, I mean, we just didn't have too much of an opportunity to remove them, unfortunately. An upgraded hologram is very good. I know we're adding more garbage to the deck, but sometimes it's just gotta be done. This is a strength, potion fight. This is also a fight that we're not very good at. In fact, I would possibly consider this to be a fight that we might just straight up die on. We're not weak on that turn, but that's it. I could save my energy for like bigger turns. But at least we get 4 energy per turn, you know? One more turn. Cycle dumps a defend, get a multicast. If we save up enough energy, multicast can get us there, but like how the heck are we gonna save up that much energy? Also, I wish I could play Bias Cognition, but we lost our artifact. If I play this, I double my energy, don't I? Yeah, that's what chat said. And sometimes chat ends up being right. 43 damage. Defend. Self-repair. Go for the ice. Strike. 55 damage. I really don't want to play biased, so I'm not going to. Now you're doing 30. We have a genetic, we can save it for when we need it. Have holograms. We can hologram back recycles. If we can get to reinforced body, we can get double energy again, and with turbo. Like, get all for one. I think we hologram back recycle. See what we get. Streamline. It's not a bad card. We can make it free. Sweet. I'm not gonna play genetic. I know we could play it to take no damage, but we're only taking 17. This has a 51 block value on it. Okay, turbo. This could end up being a big turn because we have the all for one. And a hyper beam. Okay, well, I mean, we could just go to 0 focus if we really wanted to. Beam cell, steam barrier, or we could recycle hyper beam. Let's recycle Bias Cognition. Hyper Beam could be like a kill card. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was a smart play. So, you're dead next turn. That was not bad. That was not bad at all. We shuffled. You know what, let's make sure we play it in like the correct order. It was not bad at all. Go for the Eye's Creative AI Barrage. More powers is nice. Defend and Steam Barrier got upgraded, which is pretty good. Probably gonna go lots of question marks as we make our way up. A heal, Seek. Yeah, we need Seek. And hey, I have money to remove a strike or a defend. What did I do to deserve this? Creative is bad with Pyramid. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I think the benefits outweigh the risks. Being able to pick up free powers is probably better. If a fight lasts so long that our hand is full of powers, we're like doomed anyways. All we need is one block here. That will do it. Also, we should play Turbo anytime it shows up. Dump it. It is free healing, that's true. Recycle reinforced body to gain double energy. The problem is I don't have anything to do with the double energy. We need like a unceasing top or something. Strike. I mean, we can get rid of a Steam Barrier. You know what? Streamline, I'll take it. And if we can hologram it back, then we can all for one it back. 16 damage, not that bad. Play the boot sequence. Play the heat sinks. We'll draw. 13. Taking no damage. Give me that self-repair. Strike, dual cast. Yeah, our decks end up being a little slow, but part of this is because we don't have 4 energy on this fight. So Seek can get us like Hand of Greed. I think you want a hologram. What was it? Streamline? Really, I want a hologram Turbo, but we're gonna start with the Streamline. That way we can Seek hologram to bring back the Turbo, which gives us energy. Whoop. And I do need to dump something from my hand. I'll dump the Glacier. We get one evocation and one, well, 2 Frost Orbs, really. 33 damage. 9, 33. It's 11 times 3 too, which is annoying. 777 won't do it. Could just play Genetic and nothing else. I guess you could play Powers, so, you know, play a Heat Sink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dump a Defend, dump a Beam Cell. Trying to free up space so that I can get a good all-for-one. Kind of. It's kind of working. It's not going to be a very good all-for-one, but at least we get a couple of cards. You know what? We got to recycle. Get this. I think this fight's not going to last long enough for creative AI to really be worth it, so we're going to dump it and then give me a scrap. And by the way, my hand is full. Give me a... Yeah. The problem is I don't want to waste energy. This is the problem with 3 energy. with Runic Pyramid. We just can't do it with 3 energy. We need more energy. 29 damage. There we go. We dumped a lot of cards from our hand, finally. 50 damage, okay, that was a little... Also, you're doing 10 times 5, so I can't block it all? Hey, wait a minute, you're not supposed to do this. You're already weak. We just took 30 damage right there. Recycle. Hyper Beam. Deals 8 damage, fantastic. Give me a loop. There we go. Streamline, all for 1, beam cell, does 37 damage. You know what? Kill you next turn. Unless we draw a void, which we did not. That could have gone a lot better, could have gone a lot worse though. We're pretty much where we want to be on health though. Oh, excuse me, had a sneeze. Streamline is pretty good once we actually play it twice. But I'm fine. Lose a defend, lose a defend. You know, I suppose there is another strategy here that I wasn't really thinking. Speaking of the devil, here's creative AI. If you actually take expensive cards, you have targets for recycle, which can give you energy, which I didn't really think of until just now. Give me a... There it is. So we could dump creative AI in order to just get raw energy plus the exhaust out of it. There you go. There's no point playing these on this turn. There, now we have a beam cell, which gives us a little bit more of an advantage here. I'd like to take none. It also gets the defend out of my hand for a good reason. Play another, the zap would have done it probably. Yeah, the zap would have done it. Okay, well, hologram recycle gives us 1 energy up. Should have saved it for the Tempest. Bit of a mistake there, that's okay. Yes. This pays for itself, gets a card out of my hand. Strike, scrape, rebound, nothing. He's half dead, and we're not constricted. He will reconstrict in the future, but he's not constricting now, which is the important part. I would like to dump this because it's too, well, on this turn we're probably going to be doing a lot of blocking. So give me a Glacier. Dump those. Give me a Beam Cell. Strike. Dump the Tempest. Beam Cell. Hand of Greed next turn is a kill. I think we did this taking no damage, so that's beautiful. In fact, what we can do on this turn, play a bunch of powers. Play Genetic Algorithm. Play White Noise. Play Bias Cognition. I don't know. Play Genetic Algorithm. Play a Turbo, and all of a sudden we have 5 out of 3 energy. Might as well play Creative AI. As long as we have Lethal in hand, like, there's no reason not to just stall. We also put up 72 block. We have weird turns like that where we can put up just an insane amount of block. So, double energy. Fission. Remove all of your orbs. Sure, why not? There's Void. Give me a charge, give me consume, give me an equilibrium. I guess I'm just playing the powers as they show up. There you go. 81 HP. Not that bad. Don't want these. Machine learning, don't want it. We have to rest. I completely forgot about the rest. Consume. Well, we have no way of gaining orb slots, so I don't think we want it. We have to recall. Make sure we click on the right button there. We're gonna try to go for the heart as usual. Timekeeper, welcome. How you doing? Boy, you suck. Well, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward opening turn unless we want to go for a creative. I think we do. I think creative is an okay play. Bias cognition is also a pretty damn good play. That was a extremely lucky exhaust synergy there. Hello, welcome, how you doing? You're doing 36 damage. Can I get to 36 block? Probably. I can get to enough that I'll be happy. Especially if we recycle like the all for one. Am I okay recycling an all for one? Yeah, to get a lot of energy on this turn I probably am. Rainbow. Well, I mean, it gets more orbs out, it cycles them around. Hologram can get another recycle, and then we can keep the process rolling infinitely. $18 plus 14, you're doing 36. 18 plus 14 is 32. So now we're taking none. I'll try to bring out the recycle for doubling. There we go. We're taking one. Capacitor, very good card. Now we could just like keep the dark orb in front forever and dual cast it at some point. It's not a bad strategy, but I would rather fill up with frost orbs, which makes it really hard for the Time Eater to get through us. Muted? Guess not. I better not be muted, I've been talking. Everything seems to be working on my end. Now we can play that. Play this. 4. You know? Thing is that we got cards in our hand that have to be played, so there you go. You're doing 54 damage, what? Knock it off. 36 damage, okay. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. You know what, honestly? Here's how invested I am in this. There you go, 18 energy. I think I'm gonna storm and play my cards. I know we have this dark orb up here, but I wanna be able to play more cards every turn and get through this deck. So there we go. Did a lot of damage. 3 more cards. Give me a white noise. Oh my god. That might be a little crazy, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Because we have Thunderstrike, Storm, all we have to do is just wait for a kill. We just have to wait for Thunderstrike to do enough damage to kill him and play all of our powers. So this is a valid winning strategy for the Time Eater fight that we have. Five, 6. Deal 130 damage. Deal 140 damage. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Now I'm gonna Hand of Greed and get some money. All right, well that's how you do that one. Yoink. Ogrim's like, save it for Echo Form and do 280 damage, or I can get some money out of it. Tap forehead. Okay, this deck I have no idea, but so far so good, I suppose. Still have a fairy and a bottle potion. Full health. Now, do we upgrade or remove a card? I think we upgrade. Seek to get 2 cards is very good. Creative AI being cheaper is good. An innate chill probably is not that important, although the exhaust could give us like anything. This is a tough one. I don't know what you upgrade. We don't really, like, upgrades don't really do all that much for us. Although I suppose a Zap and a Dual Cast could save us energy, and the Seek is also a very good call. I think we'll get the Seek. If we get it early, Seek, Turbo, get some good stuff in hand. And, you know, I think we probably want Focus Potions. We can afford 2 of them. We can barely not afford a card removal, but I think I'm gonna dump both of these potions and just take 2 Focus Potions. And if we can pop them both on the Heart Fight, 4 Focus Up is not that bad. Okay, beautiful. An early Genetic and an early Electrodynamics is beautiful. I will debuff you. An early defrag. That's like an absurdly good turn. Prism and Last Shop rip. Yeah, Prism doesn't really matter, does it? You're doing 60 damage. Guess what? There's 60 block, although we're not gonna be doing anything else with our turn. Honestly, I'm okay with that. Give me a Recycle on Equilibrium. Give me the Turbo. Give me the Bullseye. Give me a Seek for probably a creative, and probably, I'm actually thinking like a hologram, but Glacier does give us a lot of block. Chill also gives us a lot of block for free. But we don't need it until next turn. What do we have in hand? Steam Barrier, Defend. Next turn we're gonna want block. I think we can take a Glacier for the turn after. Well, no, we want to like Go for the Ice. Oh, but we can't use a Go for the Ice. What the heck do we want here? We know we're taking creative. I'm gonna take a hologram, so okay, yes. I decided to take a hologram so I could get any card next turn. This is a very lucky fight for us. And I think it's gonna continue being a pretty lucky fight for us. I think we want a hologram Turbo. Back up to 5 energy. We have to get like 60 block, but honestly, like it's really not that hard to do. We have enough block as is, I think. So I will turn around to debuff you, or I could smack the crap out of you. I mean, if we have enough block, you know what? Screw it, I'm gonna hit you. There's 82 block. It is tough for this deck to do damage. We don't have a lot of lightning generation, but I'm hoping that overall the powers will kind of help deal with that by giving us more over time. Next turn we can all for one, but I do want to dump cards from hand. It's fine. It's another turn of 60 damage, so we gotta deal with it somehow. Well, an Amplify Bias pretty much gets us there. Beam Cell, Recycle, Turbo, Beam Cell, Steam Barrier. To get a turbo, it's probably worth it. You know, I'm gonna... We play 2 energy, all for 1 turbo. That gives us enough energy for the amplify bias cognition at the end of turn. Joe OSU, welcome to the stream once again. I do, in fact, still have Slay the Spire installed. Don't you worry about that. I think we can rush you down. We're gonna do the doubling there. Save this for next turn. Play the turbo on this turn, and then you can play a power to get it out. Okay, how much block do we have? 45 plus 28. That's enough. Is it? I should do the math. How much damage are they doing? They're doing 12 times 6 or 72 damage. How much block do we have? We have 45 plus 28, which is 73. Hold on, 45 plus 28. 73 block. Yes, we have 73 block. I think. I don't know, math is hard. I should kill you. The one on the right scales more because of the strength up. You only do single hits. So we're gonna go for the one on the right. There, 12 energy. Beam cell. Sweeping beam. Doom and gloom. Zap. It's not quite dead, but we can draw, at least, to get a burn. Beautiful. Well, at least we have, we still got stuff in hand. If we're not gonna kill you, we should flip. And I am just gonna play everything so I don't have to run any math. Because if we can get rid of this dark orb, you are dead. Or a single strike will do it. There you go. Oh, thank you, Gremlin Horn. It's the last time we're ever gonna get that out. It's like I just hit an enemy and I just keep drawing cards. Thanks to the ink bottle. It's in our discard. Anything good? Nope. Weakness would be nice. But we actually need to put up 16 block. So let's do that. And then, well, it's a nice saving grace card if we need it. I don't think you have any block next turn. Also, you're like completely dead. Can I get money out of this? You know what? Let's not even worry about it. The boot! I don't want the boot! Okay, how do we do damage? We need like capacitance or something, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna skip. We'll see what happens. We have the focus at the very least, and a fairy and a bottle potion if we need it. So focus up, focus up. This is such a weird turn, because strangely enough, nothing is worth playing, except turbo, hologram, turbo for infinite energy, but we might need the hologram next turn. So I think we'll just turbo, clunk, glacier. We got some draw at least. So we could recycle reinforced body, but we can also do it next turn for more energy. Do we need energy? I don't know. Let's find out. End turn. Maybe we just want to play this for 10 energy to take no damage. We're blocking the vulnerability there, which is nice. It doesn't matter if we get hit. It doesn't matter. We don't have any draw, so let's not worry about taking 1 damage from Beat of Death. We're gonna recycle reinforced body. I think I'm gonna start with the white noise. Reboot. Very interesting. You know what? Yeah, I think I will dump reinforced body. We don't need to play this, but it gives us block if these evoke. And it heals us the damage that we took. Then, Steam Barrier. We only need to put up 30 block in this turn, which we've already done. Then we can I mean, we can just expend energy if we want. We could do like a hologram turbo, gives us energy, do damage. Sure. I mean, we're still doing damage. We got a fusion. Chill. Heat sinks. That's a very good card to get. We have a daze that's gonna be exhausted. That's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. We do need like a capacitor or something, but we also do need Seek to show up at some point. Beam cell. Go for the eyes. Defend. Defend. Thank you. Defend. Defend. Play him next turn when we're not weak. He's not going to be vulnerable, but maybe we'll get one. You never know. Try to keep the buffer alive, would ya? I don't really want to reboot, but if we reboot, we can get some more stuff back, you know? Like right now, I can get a go for the... We can reboot on a turn when we need the reboot. Now I'm thinking. Now I'm thinking. We can spend this turn dumping things out of our hand, and we can hologram back the go for the eyes on a turn when we need to punch through his artifact protection, then reboot, and then see what we get. We don't need a reboot now. We did 200 damage in 3 turns, and we're just getting started, you know? Seems pretty good. We did get a Seek finally. We can seek out the... We don't need genetic. We can seek out recycle and a hologram. Seems pretty good. We'll start with the glacier. Keeps the buffer alive. Turbo. Dump the slime. I'll play another creative. We just keep drawing cards. What do we need in the discard pile? We need like a go for the eyes. So hologram, go for the eyes, go for the eyes. And then honestly, give me an all for one, because we can purge that stat. Seek can draw hologram, and then like a... Do we have anything we want to get rid of? I don't know, rebound's kind of garbage. There's a claw. Block, block, recycle, rebound. Don't want to play it. So give me a scrape, beam cell, hologram. Then we can bring back another go for the eyes. There we go. Now you're weak for 2 turns. Defend, defend, reboot. I know we're gonna recycle the days, but like whatever. You know what? Take no damage. End turn. We still have the buffer, by the way. Now, we do need to put up block before we play the buffer, and he's hitting his multiple hits, so the buffer is kind of awkward to deal with on this turn. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. In fact, ooh, Amplify Electro is pretty good, but I want to recycle the bias. I'm not gonna play it. And you know what? We can get to Meteor Strike, which is kind of funny. So let's recycle Electro, because then we can Meteor Strike. Now I don't think I can get energy back on this turn, but it's a massive amount of energy for future turns. We're gonna lose the buffer, it's fine. The heart, his single hit is usually never the big problem in the fight. Usually the big problem is his multi-hitting garbage. Stop drawing cards! I know I have heat sinks, but stop it. What can hologram hit? Another recycle? I'm actually kind of in love with that combo, and then see what we get out of, well, we gotta get rid of a card. Let's do it like this. Free Electro, sure. Gives us a lot of energy. Well, if it gives us a lot of energy, why don't we do it like this? Well, shouldn't we get like a heat sinks or a static discharge? Like a double heat sinks means that we get so much draw every turn, we can play a lot of cards. Kind of like it. Get rid of the burn. I like a loop. I like another heat sinks. We're also healing with every power that we play. 2, 1. We have decent energy. We do have cards to dump now. You know, I like the idea of getting Frost up at the front. We're also dealing a surprisingly decent amount of damage as we're doing this. Our energy is starting to get a little bit low. But there we go, we got a little turbo. So now as we play powers, we're gonna get a lot of draw. So let's make sure we're ready for that. Defrag. Give me a go for the eyes. Give me a charge. Give me a equilibrium, static discharge. We might take a little bit of damage on this turn. It's not that bad, but his next shot's gonna be the bad one, the multi-hit. Maybe I'll just rip and tear. Well, yeah, we can rip and tear and take no damage. I don't think we're gonna play buffer. I would like to play an all for one, but I don't know if we can even get there. Genetic algorithm would be a nice card to have on this turn. All right, now we can keep playing things. That's the perfect time to draw the void because we had 0 energy anyways. All right, so we have to kill the heart within a couple of turns unless we get the weakness. Oh, there's a capacitor. Because we are almost running up against the limit of how much damage we can do and how much block we can put up every turn. Just gonna play these. And I know we're gonna want go for the eyes. We're gonna live through his next couple of hits, I'm pretty sure. But energy is starting to get to be a bit of a problem. At least we still have the focus incoming every turn. And we still have Fairy in a Bottle. Let's not forget about Fairy in a Bottle. Also, you have 34 HP? Also, you're dead because if I play like anything, you're dead. So give me the turbo back. There you go. And then we got some more cards, and then we hit you, and then we hit you, and then we hit you, and you're dead. Okay. Good run. The pyramid combined with creative AI combined with Dead Branch did not screw us. We got some clutch cards at some clutch times. And it was a pretty fun run. There we go. You didn't greed the heart. Did I have greed in my hand? I was not paying attention. Greed in hand is one of those cards in that fight that if I didn't, I should have just recycled it. But yeah, a bit of a thick deck, but I gotta relearn how to build thinner decks. Did I ever learn how to build thin decks? Was I always building these thick decks? But it worked. We got some pretty good relics to go along with everything. And we bought a lot of these relics because we had the money from that early hand of greed. Ended up giving us a lot of gold, and we turned that into some good relics. I mean, ice cream we bought, didn't we? Clockwork Souvenir and Birdface Urn, we bought those. So that was a pretty good one. That was pretty good. I wish, of course, that I could have removed some more like strikes and defends, but... And, you know, this is one of those situations when at the end of the run, we only had a few cards that we really wanted to see in play. At the end of the run, it kind of turned into a bit of a power slash focus build, although we didn't have any capacitors because, you know, none showed up on the run except for one that was discarded at the end of the heart fight. So we had a lot of cards that weren't really helping us that much. Like, it wasn't really zero cost. Scrape didn't need to be there. You know, Rip and Tear didn't really need to be there. Sweeping Beam. But you gotta add those cards early so you can make it into the late game, which is why I tend to have these kind of like 30 card decks, because they're more reliable. Sure, the late game you might have some bad draw, but at least in the early game, you know, you have the benefit of having better cards to get through the early fights. And I don't quite know where the balance is. Where the balance is between you take cards that fit a build versus you take cards that are good and help you in upcoming fights and upcoming bosses. Like, where's that fine line that you have to ride? Regardless, for now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Slay the Spire.